Hey everyone, this is Aveek from Aveek's Aqua World, and today I'm gonna talk about one of the biggest confusions that we have in fish keeping scene in India, is whether it is Red Belly Pacu or a Red Belly Piranha. Uh, it's quite sad that the Red Belly Piranha is not kept as commonly as a pet fish in India, though they are amazing fishes to interact with and keep. Definitely not a beginner's fish, but even for an intermediate hobbyist, these are great fishes to keep. Pretty hardy, really strong, adaptable, easy to feed. Not too good with pellets, but if they are made habituated with it, then definitely yes. Yeah, like amazing fishes. But what generally happens is, since red belly piranhas are really rare, some sellers would tend to sell off the red belly pacu, which is the Indian native cousin for red belly piranhas, as piranhas, and yeah, that's where it all goes for a toss. Because though they are from the same group, like related, they're both tetras and they belong to the both Ceresalmidae family. These are two completely different fishes. The red belly pacus, they grow huge. We are talking about a good 2 to 3 feet, and red belly piranhas will reach a maximum size of maybe around 8 to 9 inches in an aquarium, given a proper size. And these are also eaten in some parts of this country, especially from where I am, is Kolkata, and this is one of the tastiest fishes that we have around in the market. But these are really exotic red belly piranhas, and these are not natives. So how to differentiate between the two fishes? Like, they are practically alike. Like, at one glance they really look like twins, but if you really look at them carefully, you need to have a keen eye for this. There are quite a few morphological differences which you can check to easily differentiate between the two. To start off with the red belly pacu over here. The best feature that I find which helps me to differentiate is the tail fin, the caudal fin. So if you look at the caudal fin on this one, it has a, alright, it's kind of eaten because it was in a group, sorry about that, but you see this black mark, so that's, it runs along the length of the caudal fin in the end, and this is actually not black towards the body, it's kind of reddish. I think it's because of a fight or something, but it's usually a black line only on the outer side. But for a red belly piranha, the black marking towards the body is very prominent, and there may or may not be a black marking on the other side. For a red belly piranha, there will be a black marking. So we are looking at two black markings on either side of the tail. Whoa. Wait. All right. So we have two black markings over here. For a pacu, it's actually one, and that's a fight mark. So it's usually like translucent like the rest of the tail. Yeah. All right. So yeah, with more light, yeah, that's it. So no black marking. So after the caudal fin, we can check the ventral fin. For red belly pacu, the ventral fin is kind of, whoa, what are your plans, man? So they don't actually bite, okay, so they're pretty safe. So it's kind of flared out like a flag, right? It's moving out of the body quite wide. But for a red belly piranha, it's almost running parallel with the body, pointing out towards the end, but for the good part of the length, it's kind of like runs parallel with the body. The third which is like really evident is sorry about the focus, are the marks on the body. Though being spots, these are more like joined spots, almost gives the appearance of being lines. Looks like a tiger stripes or something like that. And on a red belly piranha, these are like legit spots. Though these spots will eventually disappear as they grow up, the body will take a darker hue of gray and silver, while the belly turns a little redder. But for juveniles, these spots are kind of the markings we can check. And even the dorsal fin for a red belly pacu, it's really pointing high, like a high fin. And for a red belly piranha, it's kind of like stubbed. So yeah, not that prominent. But the most distinguishing feature that's pretty famous is the underbite or the lower lip. So if you look at a red belly pacu, focus, is it focusing much? Yep. So for a red belly pacu, the lower lip and the upper lip kind of join in a pointy little shape, more like a curve. All right, the lower lip and the upper lip are almost of the same size. But for a red belly piranha, the lower lip is definitely bigger than the upper lip, and it ends in a box-like blunt shape, and it becomes more prominent as they grow up. So, and even the opening of the mouth is like a very narrow V pointing up, but for a pacu it's pretty wider. I'm sorry, these guys are gulping for air, so I'll quickly drop them back in the aquarium. So yeah, like these were the few features that I think really helps to differentiate between these two fishes. Both are amazing fishes, but you need to know how to keep them. I personally find piranhas amazingly petable in a way. They do have a bad name for being aggressive, but I've personally found them to be aggressive only while eating. It's more like a feeding frenzy, and they're actually very shy and skittish. So if you put your hand in the tank, for most of the times they will actually run around trying to hide instead of trying to chomp your fingers off, what we are shown in the movies. Those are really bad propagandas, trust me. Pacus are amazing fishes as well, but it's just the size that I hate. Like, they grow huge. They are not meant for a standard aquarium at home. Like, these guys will need a space of at least around 180 gallons or around 400 or 500 liters of water to swim freely around. Eats a lot, poops a lot, like a complete pooping machine, but they look pretty nice when they grow up. So yeah, that was it. I hope this helps you a lot in knowing what you're buying or paying for. And okay, this is really bugging me. And yeah, we do have a group in Facebook called Piranha India. We are trying to promote and spread awareness about piranha keeping in India, which is really lacking and it needs to boost up. So you can check that group out, or else you can always ping me up on either my number or email address, or DM me on Instagram or Facebook, Aveek Aqua World. I hope you really liked the video. I would appreciate a feedback from you guys. Let me know if I have missed out on something, or there's something that I should have misspelled or mispronounced, or I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong anywhere. And happy fish keeping. Right? I'll see you in the next video. And I'll try to grab hold of adults the next time, so that I can show you how to differentiate between two adults. All right, take care guys, see ya.